Okay, everyone. Hi. I'm doing this really fun video today. I'm going to show you some of these materials that I picked up from somewhere from my walk and somewhere from my own garden. Some will look familiar to you. I found a piece of a hydrangea here and other odds and ends. I am simply using a fluid acrylic here that's in navy blue. It's not a fancy one. To show you, I thought it would show you best the marks I'm going to make. I love using organic things other than paintbrushes, and I'm going to show you why. So I'll start with this interesting piece I found. It's actually a hollow piece that I believe was probably a grass. So it wasn't from a tree. And I'm going to liberally apply my paint here and see what kind of marks it makes. And it's even better than what I thought. So I'm likely going to save this beautiful. I'll show you, just in case you can't see that because of the other marks on there. Maybe I'll flip this upside down. How interesting and unusual this is. Wow. So I'll try and move fast enough just in case I'm running out of space on my camera. I've done so many videos lately. This is a familiar, probably a weed. It's fantastic anyhow. I'm going to dip it again, just dip it into my paint and see what kind of marks it makes. And those are really fun too. That I want to do, I've decided I wanted to do sort of more of a dipping motion and not a I found one here that looked a bit like a moss. This was from my garden. It was some sort of wildflower. You can also do this on brown paper if you want. You could do this to start a painting, to do a background. It's really endless. And that's really how that works. I love that. That's really pretty. Make sure you have a paper towel or a shop towel or something, because this could get a bit. And I think that is super cool. You could also do some mark making papers with that. So the marks are really beautiful and unpredictable, and I simply love it. I don't want to stop. And I could even do this on something that has a lot of sort of predictably, something that already has a lot of art that has predictable lines and shapes, because if it gets too, sometimes when art gets too expected or you can really predict the shapes, it becomes boring. Look at this little flower from my garden. I believe it was a little wildflower. I don't know the name. Once again, I'm going to dip this into my paint and see what that does. There we go. And I might try the stick here. There were a couple of sticks. Let's see. Hard to know what to start with first. I had so many different things, and I might just, that's kind of neat because the two ends were kind of far away from each other, and I like that. And they weren't kind of predictable. And it's not predictable. I don't have as much control over it, and that's what makes it really interesting. If you tend to be one of those people that you're highly controlled all the time and you want to, you know, you're holding your brush or your, whatever you're using, your pencils, your pencil crayons, your markers, you're just gripping, you just have a grip on them that's so tight. Well, this would be perfect for you if you got a branch. You know, I didn't kill this branch, it was already on the ground. And I'm going to make some marks on top of a drawing where some of the marks were sort of more tailored and perfect looking, and now I've added some very interesting marks to that. So I'm going to put that to dry. I'm not sure which is my most favorite yet. It's hard to say. This is an interesting kind of a, I think I need a bit more, like, don't be shy on the paint. This is supposed to be fun. So, like, once again, like, you don't have the same kind of control. So my video sort of cut a little bit abruptly because my phone storage is so full. I make so many videos. I try to get a lot of content out to everyone about art and art processes. I do hope, though, that you learned a bit of something and you got a bit of inspiration, and that you head out maybe to your backyard and collect some little pieces of maybe some dried leaves or some sticks or some dried flowers, and try this out. It's a ton of fun. You can also go on a walk, you know, just collect things that have already fallen. I do not suggest you take anything from, you know, your neighbor's lawn or anything without permission. You're not going to make friends doing that. So I hope you have a ton of fun with this. And as always, I love to hear from you. I love to know if you've tried this out. I do have a newsletter that you can subscribe to where I have weekly tips, and I love to stay connected. So thanks again.